How's it going, guys? I'm going to run through our WOD demonstrations and explanations for Wednesday, April 23rd. So we're going to start with the general warm-up, 3 rounds of the work that's listed up here. 10 arm circles, 5 tabletop sliders, 10 lateral leg swings, 5 sumo squats, and then 5 burpees. Once we finish the general warm-up, we'll move into 3 AMRAPs. Each AMRAP is going to be focused on a different body part and movement category. So the first one is going to be pressing dominant. The second one will be kind of lower body focused, squatting and hinging. And then the third one is going to be core focused. So the first AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 10 minutes. We're going to do all of this work on one side. Once you finish a full round, then you'll transition to the other side to finish another round. So starting, we'll say on the right arm, 5 strict press, 10 dumbbell bench press, and then 15 push press. So those movements are going from most challenging to kind of least challenging, right? That strict press, I've got no momentum going overhead. That's pretty tough. Our dumbbell bench press, you can press a little bit more weight horizontally. And then our push press, you can use a little bit of momentum, and we're going back up and overhead. And we'll demonstrate all of these movements to come. Then as many rounds as possible in 10 minutes, 5 pistol squats. So again, this is all on one side, and then we'll move to the other. 10 single leg deadlifts with your kettlebell, and then 15 Bulgarian split squats. That is going to be unweighted, so no weight on your Bulgarians. After I finish a round on my right side, I'll switch over to my left side. And then we're gonna move into as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes of 5 dragonflies. So that is more of like a really controlled core exercise. Using the rig for assistance, 10 side plank hip raises, and then 15 V-ups. So now we'll move into our movement demonstration for these exercises. The workout's going to begin with an AMRAP, 10 minutes, starting with 5 strict press. You guys are going to choose a side to complete a full round with to start. So notice there's no movement from the hips or knees on that strict press. Then we'll move into a single arm dumbbell bench press. You can do this either elevated on a bench like I am here in the video, or lying on the floor. It would just shorten up that range of motion. Then we're going to move back into an overhead press, this time a push press. So watching the hips and knees, looking for a small bend, and then pushing to an explosive opening, locking out fully overhead. Then we'll move into our lower body AMRAP, 10 minutes, starting with 5 pistol squats, looking to try to get the hips down past the knees, keeping your foot flat on the ground. I actually made a mistake in this video and alternated feet. Remember, you're going to do that on one side. This is a modification for the pistol. So squatting to a box, a bench, whatever allows you to just get some practice, single leg squatting on that leg. Those will be unweighted. Then we'll move to our dumbbell, and you guys are going to get 10 reps of a single leg deadlift. So focus on the position of the back. It maintains a neutral spine, but is kind of dropping down to parallel with the floor. Not a lot of bending at the knee there, so hinging all at the hips for our deadlift. Then we'll transition to a Bulgarian split squat on that one side. This is much more knee dominant, so we're squatting, meaning the hips are descending rather than pushing back, and they're dropping below your knee, just like a standard air squat. Then we'll transition to our core AMRAP, 8 minutes, as many rounds as possible of 5 dragonflies. The bench isn't very heavy here, so not a lot of stability there overhead, but the goal is to try to raise the hips, point the toes to the ceiling, and finish in that inverted hollow position, right? So if you were to flip me onto my back there, I'd be maintaining a hollow. We want to try to find that hollow with the feet overhead. Then we're going to transition into 10 side plank hip raises. So make sure you stay level across the front, meaning my chest and thighs are in the same position, and then you're just going to drop your hips towards the floor and then raise them up until you're level across the rib cage and the tops of your thighs there. 15 V-ups to finish the AMRAP.